brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Wednesday morning. Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford and the year-end driving event. It's the year-end sales clear-out is what it is. And you know what I'm driving this morning? I'm driving the new 2021 F-150, completely redesigned. Brand new generation of F-150, now available at Aurora Ford. It's pretty sweet. But we won't go. What? What's that?
Said, are they brats just like their parents?
What, the F-150?
The new generation.
Yeah, that's right. They don't understand what the old generation went through. Although, this generation, just like generations now, compared to the ones previous, are doing a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit more powerful, a little bit more fuel efficient.
Yeah.
All around.
It costs a bit more.
All right.
Yeah.
That's enough.
They're doing what they can.
2 days till Christmas, 1 day till my birthday, although we're celebrating tonight with a little get-together. Thank you very much for my birthday gift, by the way.
What is it?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what it is. You put it. It's in a big brown jug.
You just can't speak glowingly about it.
That's right. Well, yeah, okay. It's a drink. It's a bubbly drink. And I thought this was the last show. Apparently, we're coming in tomorrow. Which means...
Well, in some capacity.
In some capacity, that's right. Which means everyone's got to go home early from my birthday party tonight because they're working tomorrow.
That's right.
Wonderful. What a great plan. No, it's a beautiful morning. Actually, it's only minus 25. Feels downright balmy out there compared to what we were going through last week.
Wind, though.
I didn't even feel any wind.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Not
so
my beautiful 2021 F-150.
Ah, right. The wind shield. Very nice.
Yeah, that's what this new truck has. A windshield.
Huh. That's what we come with now, isn't it?
That's right.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the north. We were going to talk about something else, but I want to get into this first. We've got some things to give away a little bit later on. Actually, we'll just tell you about it now. Signed, Janet Pacey had signed, gave us some crazy carpets.
Yeah.
With well, they're what do they call them? They're calling them toboggans.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a misnomer,
right.
But I get it because it's Potomagan from,
Tarmy.
From Tarmies.
Yeah.
Potomagan.
Tarmy toboggans.
Potomagan.
Yeah. For the record, they're not toboggans.
They're crazy carpets.
They're crazy carpets.
And we've got a few to give away. I think we've got like 8 to 10 to give away. So what we want you to do is every time you hear the signed ad play, send us a message that says, signed!
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheepdog style.
That's right.
Cabin radio tradition.
Yes,
you
it is.
yell things at us, and you win prizes.
You win prizes. I mean, it's innovative. Just yell from across the street. And if you're in a mask, you can lift it up.
And it's the season of tradition.
What, just screaming things?
Yeah.
That's right. It's
Not
time when families come together and scream at each
tradition.
other.
Yeah. You got it.
So at some point this morning, during this show, the signed ad will play. Send us a message via Facebook or mailbox at cabinradio.ca and just type signed with an exclamation point, please. We want to make it look like you yelled it.
Or even just a TikTok of you yelling it.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
You want to send it to TikTok or Instagram?
Yeah.
Of you just yelling something at us?
That works.
That works too.
Yeah.
Get yourself a crazy carpet right before the holidays. It's a great gift, but also it's a great gift for you because you can go sliding on it. Now, Lecter doesn't like crazy carpets. I'll put this out there right now just to start this. He thinks it's the worst sled ever. I don't fully disagree. I'm a big man, and those things just slide out from underneath me. And like when you get back on them, you have to lean all the way back, put your foot up like they're in stirrups, like you're on a birthing table, and then slide down kind of on your back, and you can't really see where you're going. You can't really steer. There's still a ton of fun.
I guess that's the crazy part.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and the carpet part is that you're sitting on.
Yes.
But the crazy part is that you can't steer. And there's really no protection for your butt if you go airborne, right?
Yes.
So, but they are still a ton of fun. We do have a few of those to give away. So when that assigned ad plays, we play ads twice an hour.
Yeah. We had a heated debate off the air just moments before we came on.
That's right.
About this.
Screaming at each other. Throwing crazy carpets at
Ollie was defending the honor of crazy carpets. Apparently, Bracken Sibbs,
the younger generation, really liking it.
Claim that they're the best snow sliding device.
Well, I mean, they're like $5, right? Like, so they're cheap. You can get them on a budget, and they work.
Yeah,
right. They get you down the hill.
Well, they arguably work.
They do. I mean, like,
when I was a kid, it didn't work for me. But maybe I was just maybe I wasn't old enough to handle the craziness yet.
Well, the thing is, we used to get the ones. where they were really long out the back, and then you'd fold them in a couple of times. So there'd be like a little, like it would stay on you. Because if you keep it flat, that's why it slides out so much. So if you twisted the back end up a couple of times, like you would do at the end of a toothpaste tube. You know, you just twist up the end a little bit, and you curl it up, and you can actually bend them. You can actually bend them because they're plastic. You can bend them to stay in form, and it gives you a little back so they don't slide out as easily.
I don't think you can do that with these.
Of course you can. Well, don't do it now. We're giving those away.
I don't think they stay like that.
I think they do. Well, in the cold they do, I think. They may not stay like that, but in the cold you can kind of give them a little bit of a crack. You know?
All right.
There you go.
You might be onto something.
All right. So we were talking about sliding implements, and I mentioned that I had a snow blade at one point. And I
never heard of that.
Right, it was a 90s thing. So it was basically just like, it was a seat on top of what appeared to be like a blade, like a skate blade, but it was plastic, and it never really worked properly. So you were sitting on it, on this blade, and then you'd steer, you'd have handlebars to steer, and you'd lean with your feet to steer. So the idea was that you could like cut, like a snowboard almost, cut back and forth on the hill.
Right.
Never really worked properly.
Carve
then I mentioned,
some pow, bro.
Yeah, carve some pow.
Yeah.
So I mentioned that like it worked when I dragged it behind my Bravo 250, my 1990 Yamaha Bravo 250, and it was great. That was one of the best sleds for pulling, one of the best skidoos for pulling a sled behind it, which is apparently very dangerous, and you're not supposed to do it. But it was, it's a pretty slow skidoo, so it didn't go terribly fast. So dragging something behind it was fun while not being horribly dangerous.
Gotcha.
Although I did hit somebody with my skidoo one time. That was a long time ago. And so the ski blade worked behind that. What's that?
Intentionally?
No.
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 I just wanted to make sure.
At least that's what I
told the cops.
remember.
Yeah, okay.
And I mentioned that the best thing to haul behind one of those skidoos was a GT snow racer. And I asked you, have you ever done that? And you said something just insane.
I mean, I have ridden a GT snow racer. I just never owned one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I had cousins who were so privileged
so, yeah, that's
to own a GT
Oh, those
snow
things
racer.
were baller.
I mean,
back in the day, like
everyone wanted one.
Absolutely. Like, you could steer it. It had brakes.
Yeah.
Like, you could actually control what you were doing.
Brett Hull was the spokesperson.
He was the spokesperson for that.
It was great.
Yeah, GT snow racer, and it went off bumps really well. Like, you could really get airborne and kind of control it. You put your feet down, and those things were great.
You'd be like, that guy scored 86 goals.
Yeah.
I want to be like that guy.
Yeah.
And apparently a GT snow racer is the only way it's going to happen.
The only way it's going to happen. If I get a GT snow racer, I will play like Brett and drink like Bobby. So we dragged that behind, and you could steer off to the side. So it was like dragging like a tube behind a boat, right? So it would make a turn. You could turn to the outside and kind of go wide. Super fun.
Right.
So GT Snow Racer, number one.
Yeah.
Sledding implement.
Yeah.
Crazy Carpets, in the top 10 because there's only about 10 of these things. Toboggan, also not the best.
Oh, man. Toboggans are so fun.
They're fun.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot that you can do with them.
Dangerous.
Those chains always messed me up. Because if I was at the front and I tuck my feet into the front, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd fall off or fly off or whatever, it could just get stuck to your foot. You know?
There's just something about trees with toboggans, too.
Yeah.
They're just
Toboggans
unavoidable.
love trees. Toboggans are like, I'm going to go back to where I came from.
Yeah. You'd find a hill where there wasn't even a tree really in the vicinity, and you'd jump on your toboggan, start sliding. There's a tree all of a sudden. And you're crashing into it.
Well, toboggans summon trees. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They're wood nymphs. They're made.
That's right.
I remember back in the day, behind Mildred Hall, there's a hill that goes all the way down, and it's into Petitot Park. Pardon me, it's not called Petitot Park anymore for horrible, horrible reasons. Samba K Park. Into that little park next to Samba K Civic Plaza. So there's a hill that goes right down into there. They put up tennis courts back there, like right around the time I graduated from Mildred Hall.
Right.
But there used to be a hill down there. So in grade 2, a friend of mine, Scott McCrae, another friend of mine, Eric Nita, at the time, went down on a crazy carpet. And now Eric was a pretty big guy. Scott was a pretty big guy. And they both went on this crazy carpet together.
Oh, my God.
And they went off into the trees.
Yeah.
And
Too
Scott
crazy.
slammed his back against a tree and broke his back.
Oh, my God.
In grade 2. So he went off. He was in Edmonton for weeks and weeks and weeks. We got pictures. Like, they sent pictures. He was there over Christmas and sent pictures back. He had like a cast all the way up to his mid-stomach, down one leg as well. Like, it was pretty serious, man.
So if you want
we got
of these signed crazy carpets
to give away. Got a couple of these things to give away.
single occupancy,
single rider
crazy
only,
carpets.
for goodness sake.
No team riding. Yeah.
Oh, wow. We've shared a lot today. GT Snow Racer. Snowblade is out of the competition. Toboggans. Crazy carpets. Just a little disc.
Snow saucer.
Snow saucer.
Oh, yeah.
Tube.
Baking sheet.
2 baking sheets. That's right.
Grease it up and down you go.
Grease it up with whatever Clark W. Griswold put on his. Yeah, so we've got 10 of these things to give away.
And we accept no responsibility or liability.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. This we should put that out.
Let's make up a contract.
Yeah, that's right. Or just like something that we could say at the end of the break that says, "Cabin Radio LTC requires no liability." Blah, 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 blah. I can't say it's fast enough.
Yeah, well, no one's going to read the fine print anyway.
Exactly.
So.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Couple days before Christmas, minus 24, and just balmy as all get out there. Get out there in your short pants and other warm articles of clothing. I do remember that, though, as a kid. Like, you'd be out there in minus 40 playing hockey in your snow pants and your snowsuit and everything, and then it got down to minus 20, you're like, let's peel this stuff off.
Yeah.
Skate around in your T-shirt.
Tarps off, boys.
Tarps off, buddies. Yeah, I need to get some skates again. This is pretty cool. This got posted up last night. I saw it on, I think it was on YK Memories. Jay Holtz posted this up. Jay Holt of the Crazy Indian Brotherhood and Michael Fett of the Crazy Indian Brotherhood also doing a big toy drive. Big ups to them for giving like 6,000 toys or something like that. A huge toy drive for them. So congratulations to them for putting that together. Well done, boys. But Michael Fett had and Jay Holt had a bunch of old calendars. 1993 Yellowknife calendars, putting them up there for $10. Great little fundraiser. And we got our hands on one. Great thing about the 1993 calendar is that it lines up perfectly with the 2021 calendar. So we've got all these old pictures of Yellowknife. This is great. I love this. You can see, like, there's a little picture of Frame Lake from the hospital. You can see the Murph Dome, Old City Hall, and like the JTFM building is being built. You can see it. It's like it's got wood around the outside.
Yeah.
It's still being built. YK Center has not been covered in gold corrugated metal yet.
It looks very 90s or late 80s.
The Yellowknife River doesn't have houses around it. No vehicles. So no vehicles. This is a shot of.
It's Prelude.
Is that Prelude?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Prelude. That's not Yellowknife.
It says near Yellowknife.
Well, I don't like that. And then there's a shot of Latham Island from the other side. Not as developed. There are a couple little float bases there, but obviously not as developed as it is now. And the old trading post, which turned into the CKLB, which is now Arctic Sundog Tours or something?
Sundog Tours.
Sundog Tours, thank you. So the old trading post used to be like a convenience store and an arts and crafts place. I used to get ice cream sandwiches over there.
And then, of course, with CKLB for
that's
a
right.
time. How long was it, CKLB?
CKLB for a while.
Yeah.
It was a few years. But this is very cool. 1993 lines up perfectly with this year, which is awesome.
So Nicole and I were debating. We were looking through the pictures yesterday, and one of the first ones is like an ice foggy scene of 48th Street. It says 48th Street on the caption.
It does.
And there's a sign that you can barely make out on the right side that says Dental Clinic.
Yellowknife Dental Clinic.
It was Yellowknife Dental Clinic.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, because we were trying to figure out.
Looks like it.
I was like, based on the location, I feel like that might be Great Slave Dental Clinic.
It may be, but I think it says I can kind of make it out of the top. I think it says Yellowknife Dental Clinic.
Oh, okay.
I can't fully remember, but that's like
because Nicole seemed pretty sure that Great Slave Dental Clinic wasn't there yet, and that like at that time, like it was basically Adams Dental Clinic, and that was
So Adams Dental
pretty much it.
48th Street. This Adams Dental Clinic would be on the other side,
Franklin.
On the other side on Franklin, but it would be on 48th, not in 48th in Franklin. It would be 53rd in Franklin.
Yes.
48th Street is the other way.
Yeah.
So it's that way. Heading down that way. So, Yellowknife Dental Clinic, that makes sense.
Okay.
So right next to Creative Basics?
I think, right in that
right where that dental clinic is now.
Yeah, there's a building on the left side that I think kind of gives away a bit of
I know exactly where. So the sun's coming up.
I think
where the Boston Pizza would be right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we got it.
Yeah.
We got it. This is very cool. An old shot of Caribou Carnival. It looks like I'm not sure if this is the Frame Lake Caribou Carnival or if it's Back Bay Caribou Carnival.
Well, and we were wondering, too, because there's, a bunch of plowed out things. Are those dog sled
Those are dog sled
tracks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. So this could be Frame Lake, but it's probably Back Bay. So Back Bay, Caribou Carnival used to be on Back Bay, and it's look at it. It's great.
I think what I like most about it is the like very 90s, the like drop shadow font.
Yes.
It's so good.
It's very good.
Oh,
very
man.
retro. I love this. We'll hang this up in the office here at Studio One because we can use this calendar for this year as well. I love it.
And try not to mark it up, and then maybe in the future we'll be able to reuse it again.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be. We could probably figure out what year right now that's going to line up again. Okay. So in this Caribou Carnival, what's crazy about the Caribou Carnival one is it's like there's the 4 tents. One of them's the beer tent.
Right.
So there used to be a beer tent at Caribou Carnival.
Yeah.
There is no longer. At Long John Jamboree there is.
Yeah.
But like it just looks.
It was just
so
a
much
tent
different.
made of beer.
Tent made of beer. But of course there's a beer tent at Long John. But it just looks so different, and so like it's back when like. Here's a tent that we had from the 70s that we're going to use. And now, of course, we have event rentals. They've got new stuff.
Right.
So it just all looks very old.
And Budweiser red.
And just kind of disorganized. But, like, I grew up with Caribou Carnival. A lot of people remember it with, like, rose-colored glasses. Like, every time Long John Jamboree comes around, people are like, why don't they just call it Caribou Carnival? It was the best. And it was like, no, it wasn't. That's why it ended.
Oh, I've heard a lot of pretty awesome stories about
Caribou Carnival was great. Just like Long John Jamboree could be great, too. Right? So, I mean, yeah.
One thing I think they need to bring back is putting people in jail.
Yes. Yeah.
That sounds like the most charming
It was
thing.
Great. It was great.
Yeah.
But
and
now,
you would have to, pay to get out? Like, pay charity?
Yeah, you'd have to give a charitable donation to get out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Did
oh, my God.
I heard something.
I heard a squeal of a puppy. Oh, Lord.
We might have to take a break.
Okay, we're going to have to take a break. Special guest. We've been doing this Dragon Toner thing all year long, and this month, they're going to do this month, just to finish off the year. Their last donations to mark their 10th anniversary, $1,000 to local organization. Oh, my God. Listen.
Okay, let's take a break.
Okay, we got to take a break. Okay, NWT SPCA coming up in just a few minutes with a bunch of puppies. Oh, my goodness.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the north. But also, this morning, we have not a secondary sponsor, but we're featuring Dragon Toner and their 10th anniversary. They're giving $1,000 to a worthy cause every month. We've been following this all year long. They had one more to do because we did get delayed, but they're going to do it here before the end of the year. And this last recipient, this is the last one, right? The 10th recipient.
Yeah.
So the 10th recipient for the 10th anniversary of $1,000, the NWT SPCA. Yay!
Yay!
And in keeping with that, we also have a few guests this morning. 4 guests. First, we'll introduce Craig Taggart. Craig, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You remember Craig from a few of our videos for the pet project.
Season 1 Craig.
Season 1 Craig. He's always there. He works very hard bringing us all the best puppies. And we have 3 other guests as well, 3 special guests. We have Camilla, Yolanda, and Fozzie. They're named after Muppets. So there you go. 3 little pups. 3 little, northern specials. Husky.
Yeah.
Something or other. One kind of looks like Lassie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fluff balls. They are currently going to work on the cabin radio
trophy.
The Long John Jamboree. What was that for the extreme tea boiling?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. They're having a go at it. As puppies do when they come in the studio.
That's right. Puppies do what puppies do.
Penny grew out of that a long time ago. But,
sure, she did. She just roots through the garbage.
Yeah, she's on to bigger, better things.
Yeah, that's right. So congratulations to the NWT SPCA, $1,000. Every little bit helps for the NWT SPCA. Obviously, we want to give as much money as we can to help these animals.
And so this last donation was actually a bit of a special edition donation for the last one. They donated $2,000 to the NWT SPCA.
People got to tell me this stuff before I open the mic and make a fool of myself.
Oh, it made it more exciting.
Great. $2,000. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you guys. Obviously, people are pretty well aware of the work you guys do.
Oh my God, they're scrapping. There we go.
They're scrapping.
Oh, they worked it out.
This is not a Michael Vick situation. They are fighting each other. We are not making them fight. Craig, tell us a little bit about what the NWT SPCA does, just to remind everybody, and let us know what that $2,000 means to you guys.
Yeah, it's huge. It's much appreciated. It's going to go to the continued care of all of our animals, so that we can find them all their forever homes and get them on to bigger, better things.
You gave us some wonderful news right now. You guys are fully staffed, and you have an empty shelter.
For our standards.
For your standards, empty, yeah. But I mean, we've seen in the last few months overcrowding, like just not having any more room, looking for foster people, looking for volunteers. Obviously, you got a lot of volunteers who do foster, which is great because I see them on my Facebook page all the time. It's like, we fostered this one for a month, now they're out, and like the revolving door of fostered puppies and kittens and things like that. So that's amazing news. It obviously gives you guys a chance to breathe just a little bit and focus on some things that maybe you didn't get a chance to focus on. So how does it feel to be right around the holidays, having a fairly empty shelter and being fully staffed?
No, it's great. There's so many foster families out there right now that have been great to open their doors to allow animals in for the holidays, so that they get that little bit of extra love. And then it's good for the animals that are still at the shelter, because then now the staff have that extra time to spend some extra time with them.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's such an important part. It's not just the walking and the cleaning up after them and just caring for them day to day. It's being able to, form bonds with these animals and let them know that they're loved, because they are very intuitive and they know when they're getting good treatment, when they're not. So that's pretty awesome. It's so great to know that there's so many people out there volunteering to foster these animals and help you guys care for them. Scott is now moving the Cabin Radio trophy out of the way of the puppies because they are eating it. But these are adorable little pups. How old are they?
These guys are about 8 weeks.
About 8 weeks. So they're ready to adopt pretty quick.
Yep. They just got their first vaccines earlier this week, and then they'll be ready to go pretty quick.
Now, Craig, you know how we feel about vaccines here at Cabin Radio. They're necessary, so we feel that way. So that's good. So they just got their first shots. They're ready to adopt. We'll put up pictures on our Facebook page as well. Obviously, people just hearing them bark in the background are probably like, well, probably should get a puppy. Reminder, though, and Craig, you can back us up on this. Reminder, though, that obviously Christmas is a big time to give pets as gifts. Don't, unless you've fully prepared yourself for what that means. Taking on a dog or a cat or any pet for that matter means years of care and years of commitment, and it's a big job.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a quick thing. Puppies do grow up.
They do.
They remain cute, but just in a different way.
That's right. Some get ugly. Let's be honest.
But they all have glow-ups.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Some of just like people, some have glow-ups and some have glow-downs.
Yeah, but it is a huge commitment. Even for these guys, you're looking at a 10, 12, 15-year commitment. So it's not just a one Christmas present. It's the next 15 years of Christmases that you'll be given a gift for.
So you were telling us off the air just before we went on that you've got a few celebrities following the NWT SPCA on social media, and one of them did their part to try and raise some awareness about a dog that is looking for an adoption, and you had to scale that back or run that back a little bit.
Yeah, we have. We recently did a feature on Alistair the pup. So Biff Naked.
Is Alistair from this litter?
Alistair's not.
Okay.
So Alistair came in solo. Is being fostered by one of our staff members. And so he had numerous pictures and stuff that ended up going up on our Instagram.
Yeah.
And Biff Naked actually follows our Instagram. So she did her part and featured Alistair on her story.
Right.
And which Alistair was recently adopted.
Yeah.
Still in town, waiting for a flight to get down to BC. But then, so Biff Naked posts on her story, has a few followers.
Yeah.
And so there was a flood of emails asking about Alistair, cool. Already adopted Alistair. So exposure, great.
Yeah.
And then we were able to do another post and just redirect it to Alistair's adopted. But we have other puppies available as well.
Well, we'll put it up on our IG as well. And we'll just tag Biff Naked.
Yeah.
On these 3 pups right here. There we go.
Here you go. Some fresh ones
that
are actually up for adoption.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie to you. Got a bit of a crush on Biff Naked. So I'll start in the Instagram post and be like, all 4 of these things are up for adoption, including Jesse.
All 4?
All 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 puppies.
I thought you were going to hold Craig, too.
Yeah, hold Craig. I'm holding the puppies, damn it. Thank you so much for bringing the puppies by, man. mean, this is great. Hey, get out of there.
Yeah, I made sure that Craig had cleared his schedule for the rest of this morning, at least.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I gave a heads up to the rest of the Cabin Radio crew. I felt like it would be appreciated. You know,
it's great. This is great puppy time.
We have puppies in the studio. I mean, it doesn't happen every day as much as we would like it to.
I mean, we do have a puppy every day.
AJ insists that it doesn't happen.
That's right. Yeah.
So he was. I think he's going to be absent.
AJ's on the other side of the door, just like waiting to kick. He hates puppies so much.
He really does.
Like, not kick hard, but just like kick out of the way. You know, just kind of move with the foot.
AJ, if you're listening, no poops in the studio yet.
A couple of peas, though, AJ.
Couple leaks, but we're on top of it. We're on top of it. It's all good.
There's
Sorry,
one little
AJ.
one, like, right in front of me here. Amazing. I mean, we can't thank you guys enough for the work that you guys do. That's why we always want to be involved with you guys. That's why we did the pet project for so long. We love going down there. We love seeing what you guys are up to, and obviously trying to help these beautiful animals as much as possible. It's really heartening to hear that you guys are fully staffed and that the shelter is not overrun at this point, because holidays can be a big time for that.
Yeah.
And thank you to all the volunteers who are fostering. Thank you to all the foster families and anybody who goes by, donates, and does dog walks and things like that. It's absolutely appreciated by everybody. If people want to donate along with Dragon Toner, how can they do that?
Come on out to the shelter
Yep.
and donate, and we'll direct you to the right place. And,
Perfect.
And I mean, we have puppies, so
We have puppies.
You can get your puppy cuddling in, and we've got numerous cats and young cats.
Yep.
So come out.
Do you mean kittens?
Some are kittens. Some are younger than kittens.
Some are younger than kittens?
Yeah.
What's younger than kittens?
Newborns.
Oh, I guess.
Bad boys.
Yeah, little pink globs.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And not just and remember, it's not just money. If you've got dog food to donate, kitten food, blankets, towels. If you've got an old kennel you're not using anymore, they could absolutely use it. Cleaning products, especially. Yeah. I don't think many people realize how much cleaning products you guys go through. You have to bleach everything down. You got to wipe everything down when the dogs are doing their business.
Yeah.
So any stuff like that is greatly appreciated.
The three in the studio right now are currently making short work of the kennel that Craig brought in. So, yeah, they might need a new kennel donated sooner than later.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Big thank you to Dragon Toner for giving their last donation of their 10th anniversary to the NWT SPCA and giving them $2,000. Well done. And congrats to the NWT SPCA, and big thanks again to Craig Taggart for bringing in the puppies, Yolanda, Camilla, and Fozzie. Adorable. They're still being played with to this day.
And I don't think Bracken Sibs are going to let Craig leave.
I don't think so. I think Craig's whole morning is carved out now for puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I really do love this job sometimes. Most of the time. What were we going to talk about?
I don't know. You didn't say.
I didn't say anything.
I thought you were keeping it
It's
as
my birthday eve. So thank you for the birthday present, this early one.
Yeah.
And and we're headed out tonight to do a little visiting, a little carousing. I don't know. There's much we can do. We can move from one place to another. I don't know. Apparently, we're doing the morning show tomorrow in some capacity.
You don't have to come.
I mean,
it's your birthday.
You don't have to come either.
I mean, I might not.
You could just jukebox the whole thing.
I mean, it might just be a surprise.
A little surprise.
We'll see who shows up.
That's right.
We should just let Bracken Sibs do the morning show.
We should let Bracken Sips do the morning show.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want anybody to have to go home early tonight because I want them to celebrate me.
What if we want to go home early?
Stop it. That's not nice.
Oh,
that's not nice.
Nothing against you. I'm just getting old.
Right? I'm just exhausted.
That's right.
All the time.
Got to prepare for Christmas,
when I told Phoenix what time our rezo was for today, I was like, well, it's for 5:30. She's like, oh, good. I thought it was going to be at 7 or 8 or some damn thing.
Oh, I'll be back in bed by 9.
Oh, it'll be wonderful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you're going out tonight. Thank you to everybody who's coming. And for those who aren't, whatever. But we wanted to finish off this show with just, again, a call for positivity and sanity over this Christmas break. I know most people started Dotty Days yesterday, so, they kick back, relax, have a little Baileys in your coffee this morning. For those of you who are still working, me and the rest of us here will continue plugging away, bringing you what we can for the news and what we can for entertainment here at Cabin Radio. And, for those of you still working, I mean, keep plugging away. and it's, keep your family in your heart.
That's all we can give you. Just keep plugging away.
Keep plugging away. I mean, Christmas doesn't have to be on the 25th. Remember, you can have it January 15th.
That's right.
If you like. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
We were actually sitting in bed last night. Like, her official last day of work was Monday, and then yesterday she had Phoenix. Yeah, pardon me. All day yesterday she was running around, so she didn't really get time to relax.
Right.
Today today I was like, will you rest a little bit today? Mm-hmm. And she kind of looks at me. She's like, maybe.
No.
I don't know.
It's just Christmas.
Just rest a bit.
It's not about rest.
Yeah. So she'll rest a bit, hopefully today. And then I was like, and then the 24th, I'll go to work and then go take my mom for brunch, and then we'll cook all day, and then we'll have dinner, and then we'll have Christmas morning. So maybe Boxing Day we'll get a chance to just kind of chill out.
It sounds very restful. Yeah.
It's a short break. Then back to work for a few days, and then I'm going to take some time off.
Is it funny how anyone you talk to right now about Christmas, you're like, oh, you got any plans coming up? And of course it's 2020, so everyone's plans are reduced from what they would normally be.
Reduced.
Around the Christmas season.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm not really. Pretty wide open, pretty much taking it easy. No one's going to take it easy.
No
one's going to get any rest.
Well, I mean, and
there's always things happening that you don't even account for.
Well, I mean, so much. Because I didn't go out to many of these things, but I just haven't noticed that there haven't been any balls or anything like that, right? So there's usually parties every night and
lots of tinsel, no balls.
Fundraisers. Yeah. What's the word I'm thinking of? Not a ball, but a
gala.
A gala.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's usually a lot of galas around this time. Obviously, those aren't happening.
Yeah.
People
are
November.
Having.
Yeah. And people are having people over at their house. We need to. Okay. I think what we need to do before we go off today, if people aren't going to listen tomorrow because they're going to be doing Christmassy stuff, reminder that we're doing Christmassy stuff as well. There's going to be some Christmas programming as well.
Yep.
So take a listen.
Actually, on Christmas Day, very special edition of Cabin Classics with Sarah Vaughan.
I love it. She just
awesome.
just sent it in, and here you go. Here's our Christmas show.
Perfect.
Yep. Perfect. I think we need to, as much frustration as there is with rules and regulations and caps on how many people you can be with and blah, blah, blah. We are incredibly lucky to be where we are.
Yes.
We are still, arguably the safest place. Not arguably the safest place in Canada. We're the safest place in Canada.
Yeah.
We don't have any active cases right now. Or if we do, they're recovering and isolated. So I think we got one or two.
We might in the territory.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still no cases of community spread.
Yeah.
So no risk of that.
Yeah.
And everyone who has been identified as a case has been self-isolating properly and following the rules. So thank you to those people who have taken that seriously.
Yeah.
And done that. And
we know how frustrating it is not to be able to travel, or maybe your kid wasn't able to come back for Christmas or something like that. It's incredibly frustrating. Mm-hmm. And everybody is kind of right there with you. We feel for you. We feel that you can't. We feel for you that we can't visit our family. We're all in the same place.
Well, you can.
I can't.
Yeah.
So we're kind of all in the same boat. Other people's boats are a little bit bigger than others. But we all just need to try to have as much positivity as we can throughout this holiday season, and give as much as you can. Take this opportunity now that you have it to tell people you love them, give them a big hug, and spend some time with them if you're able to do that, because this is where we're at. And we don't know when things might get shut down.
Right.
We're doing very, very well right now. And that's what we need to focus on, is how lucky we are. Not that you have to wear a friggin' mask in Walmart or whatever. That is not that big of an inconvenience.
No.
Sorry, it's not. And so we just need to focus on the positive side of this, is that we've done very, very well. And we have right now more freedom to do what we want to do than most places in Canada. So applause.
And with all that in mind, it's a great time to try and convince yourself that you're actually going to get a break this holiday season.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Get a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Whether it happens or not,
That's right. So if you're heading into Donny Days, kick back and relax. If we're heading back into work, put our heads down, spend some time with family as much as we can, and make the best of it. That's what we're here to do. We're just here to make the best of it. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Possibly. We'll see how we feel in the morning. But if we don't talk to you, have a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays. Be good to each other. There it is. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.